Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we try to make sense of corporate filing so you don't have to. Today we're diving into a report from Industrial Logistics Properties Trust, or ILPT, and let me tell you, this one's a bit of a roller coaster. We will see if this company is in smooth or rough waters. Buckle up, it's going to be an interesting ride. This is a Form 8K filing, which is basically a quick update a company sends to the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, when something important happens. Think of it as a corporate breaking news alert. This particular filing is about ILPT's financial results for the last 3 months of 2024, which ended in December. The company put out a press release and a more detailed presentation about how they did. We are going to look at both of these. Before we jump in, you might be wondering what kind of company ILPT actually is. Well, the company offers common shares of beneficial interest. These shares are traded on the Nasdaq stock market under the ticker symbol ILPT. Let's start with the summary press release. The most important thing here is how much money the company made, or its net income. For the last 3 months of 2024, ILPT had a net loss of about $50.5 million. That is not good. To compare, during the same period of 2023, they had a net income or profit of about $18.2 million. This is a big change. Another important number is funds from operations, or FFO. FFO is a measure often used by real estate companies to show their cash flow or the money coming in and going out. ILPT's FFO was about $45.1 million for the last 3 months of 2024. That is down from about $58.8 million during the same period of 2023. That is also not good. The company also looks at something called normalized FFO. This is FFO with some one-time or unusual things taken out to give a clearer picture of how the company is doing regularly. ILPT's normalized FFO was about $47.4 million for the last 3 months of 2024, compared to about $59.5 million for the same period of 2023. Again, this is a decrease. The press release also mentions that the company is working on its debt. Debt is the money a company owes to others. ILPT's President and Chief Operating Officer Yale Duffy said they are making progress on their plan to lower their debt, mainly by selling some of their properties. Property sales have been going on for a few quarters now, and there will probably be more sales going forward. Now let's switch over to the more detailed earnings presentation. This gives us a closer look at the numbers and what they mean. First, let's talk about occupancy. Occupancy is the percentage of their properties that are being rented out. As of December 31st, 2024, ILPT's mainland occupancy was 97.6%. That is a pretty high number, so most of their properties are being used. The presentation also talks about leasing activity. Leasing activity is how many new or renewed leases they have. During the last 3 months of 2024, ILPT entered into new and renewal leases for about 1.9 million square feet. The rents on these leases were about 26.1% higher on average than the old rents. This is good news because it means they are able to charge more for their properties. Let's look at the company's debt situation. As of December 31st, 2024, ILPT had about $2.3 billion in debt. That is a lot of money. The company is working to lower this amount by selling properties, as we mentioned earlier. The presentation also gives a look at the company's plans for the future. ILPT says they are focused on lowering their debt, improving their properties, and finding ways to grow their business. They are also looking at ways to save money and become more efficient. There is also some information in the presentation about the company's dividend. A dividend is a payment a company makes to its shareholders or the people who own its stock. ILPT has suspended its dividend, meaning they are not currently making these payments. This is likely because they are trying to save money to pay down their debt. One important thing to note is that ILPT owns a lot of properties in Hawaii. These properties are important to the company, but they also come with some risks. For example, the Hawaiian economy could slow down, or there could be natural disasters that damage their properties. If these things happen, it could hurt the company's financial results. The presentation also discusses the risks associated with rising interest rates. Interest rates are the cost of borrowing money. If interest rates go up, it becomes more expensive for ILPT to borrow money, which could hurt their ability to grow their business. Finally, the presentation mentions some legal matters that the company is involved in. These legal matters could cost the company money and could also damage its reputation. So what's the bottom line here? ILPT had a tough quarter. They lost money, their FFO went down, and they are carrying a lot of debt. They are working to fix these problems by selling properties, cutting costs, and trying to grow their business. But there are also some risks that could make things even harder, such as a slowdown in the Hawaiian economy, rising interest rates, and legal matters. Now, let's step back and take a broader look at ILPT. Assessment of Company Direction ILPT is in a tough spot. Their high debt is a major weakness, and the fact that they had to suspend their dividend is a sign of trouble. However, they are taking steps to address these problems, and their high occupancy rate is a positive sign. Notable risks or opportunities: the biggest risk for ILPT is their debt. If they can't reduce it, they could face serious financial problems. However, there is also an opportunity for them to improve their business by improving their properties and finding ways to grow. Stock price outlook: valuing ILPT is tricky right now because of their financial difficulties. However, if they can successfully reduce their debt and improve their business, their stock price could go up. Based on their current financial situation and the risks they face, a reasonable target price range would be $8 to $10. This is based on an assessment of their net asset value and potential for future growth. Conclusion: overall, I'm leaning slightly bearish on ILPT. While they are taking steps to address their problems, the risks are significant and it's not clear whether they will be successful in turning things around. Thanks for watching. If you found this corporate decoder breakdown helpful, please subscribe, like, and comment. Let me know what company you'd like me to analyze next.